Welcome. Real good to have you with us tonight. Uh, my name is Kim Crowther. I'm a corporate presenter, and some of you, it's good to welcome you back. You've been with me many times. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Those that are new, delighted to have you. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight on our workshop. I hope you find it interesting and a little enjoyable as well. Let me give you a quick idea of what we're going to be covering this evening. By the way, I hope your holidays have been wonderful so far. Hope many of you had a chance to see family, loved ones, hopefully rejuvenate a little bit, get excited for taking off next year and hitting it big. Our agenda tonight, we're going to cover the 9-minute overview video. Then we'll talk a little bit about how that might apply to Shopping Point Pack benefits, Lyconet support, and then we're going to jump right into the new support and staying connected. So as we jump into the 9-minute overview video, let me first make sure everybody knows where it's at and how to get it and how to use it and how to listen to it. So please know if you do not know which one it is or where it is or how to get it, just go to lyconetsupport.com. And when you do, you'll see it right there under videos and events, presentation and workshop videos, and right here under myWorld Business Info video. It's the basic presentation, step one. And the video that we're going to watch in just a moment is right here. And you can download it, watch it, or copy it so that you can just put the URL in any browser and watch it from there. We strongly recommend that you give this to any new potential Lyconet marketer that you're talking with. If you're a new Lyconet marketer and you haven't seen this, we're going to watch it right now. And as we do, I'm going to give you a little hint. When we finish watching the video, we're going to have a little test on it. And the reason I'm doing this tonight is hopefully to make it a little fun for you, because nobody will know how you do. It's all private and personal, and you can enjoy it yourselves. But also, I try to pay attention to a lot of the things that are brought up on the WhatsApp. And then I certainly pay attention to my meetings that I have with many of you. And I try to listen to what things are troubling you or real fun or you're concerned about or would like to learn more about, or what's really working well. And I realize that for many of us, it's just that little bit of concern. I'm not sure I'll be really comfortable when I'm talking with people, and I don't want to carry in a bunch of notes. And so part of what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take a different approach to helping us to remember the basics so that we get into our meetings or we're just talking with someone. We don't even have to have our mind worried about what am I going to say next, or what if they ask me a question. You'll know all the basics and be confident that if they ask you a question you don't know the answer to, that's okay. Just say, I'd never been asked that question before. I don't know the answer to that. Or, gee, that's a good one. I'll get back with you on that one. And then just move right on with what you're doing right there. Because if you understand the things we're going to talk about tonight, you pretty much have all the basics needed to be a successful Lyconet marketer, especially if we utilize the tools that are now available to us in our teaser videos, our 9-minute video here, and depending on what type of special meetings will be happening, myself or others getting involved to help you. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a minute. We're going to actually watch the full 9-minute video. And I'm going to recommend all of you, while you're doing this, make sure you have pen and paper available, especially for when we get into the test. But if you want to just have that available, maybe take notes as we watch this video, and let's see if we can have some fun afterwards. Welcome to myWorld Business Info. In this video, we will provide you with a short overview of the myWorld program and explain the benefits for shoppers, merchants, and the amazing opportunity offered by the Lyconet Marketing Agency. But first, let us tell you who we are. This world-leading benefit program was created in 2003 in Europe. At this point, we operate in 56 countries worldwide, and with over 500,000 participating merchants and over 17 million shoppers. We are extremely proud that between thousands of customer loyalty programs, we won the country's most respected reward as the best loyalty program in the U.S. for 2023, rated by Newsweek and Statista. Our business is easy to explain with this simple shopping cycle. We have shoppers who save money on daily purchases, and because they save money, they choose to shop with myWorld merchants that offer these benefits. Now the merchants are happy because they've gained a new customer, and for that pay a small commission to myWorld. myWorld then pays out commission partially to the shopper who made the purchase and the rest to Lyconet, who helps the company build this shopping community. Let's watch a short video that will explain the shopper benefits that myWorld offers.
Welcome to myWorld. Shop, save, and get money back in stores where you already shop every day. Yes, you heard me right. Thanks to the myWorld app, you can shop in hundreds of thousands of local, online, and even major brand stores all over the world to earn cash back and collect shopping points to unlock even more cash on your purchases. And all this is absolutely free within the myWorld app, rated the #1 rewards program in the US by Newsweek. And that's not all. Refer the free myWorld app to your friends and family to earn even more benefits when they shop. Shop, save, and get money back. Download your myWorld app today.
Now you understand why shoppers love it. The app is free to join, free to use, and offers up to 25% cash back and up to 25% shopping points that are redeemable for additional cash. And by simply referring the app, can earn even more. Now let's watch a short video that will explain the benefits that myWorld offers our merchants.
Hey, business owner, do you get paid when your customers shop at other businesses, even your competitors? I'm talking about local, national, and even businesses around the world. If not, listen up. myWorld is ranked the #1 rewards and loyalty program in the US by Newsweek in 2023. And it actually pays you when customers shop at hundreds of thousands of merchants worldwide. And even better, myWorld is free to join and use. There are no monthly fees, no training, and no integration required. When you become a myWorld partner, not only can you offer incredible incentives and rewards to your customers, you'll also have access to millions of customers around the world. So stop wasting money on pay and pray advertising. With myWorld, it's transaction-based, so you only pay when you get a sale. If you're looking for a free way to boost customer loyalty, expose your business to millions of shoppers, and remember, get paid when your customers shop at other participating stores, even online, become part of this growing shopping community. Go to partner.myworld.com and get started today.
Let's summarize why the merchants love our program. The cost to join is normally $749, but merchants can join for free if referred through Lyconet. Each merchant receives an easy-to-use partner app to manage the platform. They also gain access to our 17 million plus customers who love to save money and earn benefits. Instead of paying for pay and pray advertising, they only pay a small commission after the transaction. There is no employee training or any hardware installation required. But the most unique benefit that we offer to our merchants is a new revenue stream. Let's explain how it works. Let's assume that this is Joe, and he is the owner of Joe's Pizza. And this is Sarah, and she is Joe's existing customer. Sarah registers into Joe's new reward program and can now save money in over 500,000 participating stores. And now, when Sarah shops, Joe benefits. Let's assume that Sarah spends $400 monthly for groceries, $100 in restaurants, $200 for gas, and another $300 for any other purchases. So on average, $1,000 every month where she receives cash back and shopping points. On all of Sarah's purchases, Joe's Pizza receives up to 1% commission. This could be $10 every month. If Joe registered 100 customers, that is potentially $1,000 per month. But imagine Joe registered 1,000 customers. This would be a significant additional income for his business. And one day, when Joe decides it is time to retire, he will still be able to receive this residual income and enjoy his dream retirement. Thanks to myWorld, for the first time in history, a small business owner can earn money when his loyal customers shop at thousands of online stores, large chain stores, and even his own competitors. At this point, it's clear why shoppers and the merchants love the program. Shoppers save money, and merchants get new customers, new revenue stream, and only pay a small commission to myWorld after a sale. myWorld retains up to 2% for operating expenses, and the remaining balance is distributed between shoppers and Lyconet marketers. Now let's watch the short video that brought you here today and explains this amazing opportunity that Lyconet offers to its marketers.
Imagine if you were a co-owner of the businesses in your neighborhood, or the whole country, or even around the world. and got paid every time people shop at all these stores. That would be amazing. Listen up. This is the most important thing you will hear today. With Lyconet, you don't have to be a co-owner. Without investing a dime or working for any of these businesses, you can benefit from millions of daily purchases worldwide at both online and local stores, thanks to our amazing partnership with myWorld. myWorld is a rewards and loyalty program ranked #1 in the US by Newsweek in 2023 and has partnered with Lyconet to bring customers and businesses together all over the world. In today's volatile economy, shoppers now more than ever want to save money, and businesses need more revenue. With Lyconet, entrepreneurs like you are taking advantage of this opportunity and creating life-changing residual income from simple daily purchases. This isn't one of those businesses selling potions, lotions, or other products. It's about getting paid on purchases people already make at the stores where they shop. Don't miss out on Lyconet. There is no cost to get started, no sales experience needed, and thanks to our proven turnkey system, the possibilities are endless. If you're ready to grab your piece of the world economy, join us today. Talk to the person that shared this video to discover the next steps to your future success.
Let's talk more about the Lyconet Marketer program. To understand the potential, let's compare it to a regular business. Not every person is buying the same products or using the same services. That means that every business has very limited market potential. If a business can reach 1% of the market, they are already a multi-billion-dollar business. Now let's compare that to the potential market share of a Lyconet marketer. So what do you do as a marketer? You build your own shopping community that includes shoppers, merchants, and other Lyconet marketers who will help you build this community even bigger. And what exactly do you sell? Absolutely nothing. Yet you get paid on everything. Every time a purchase is made in any of the 500,000 participating merchants anywhere in the world, you benefit. That means you can make money from the world's economy, and the only limit is your imagination. As a Lyconet marketer, you get paid on the shopping volume of your entire shopping community. It doesn't matter how wide or deep your organization grows. And your income is calculated through your Lyconet career. It's very simple. The more shopping volume, the more career points, the higher the career levels. Lyconet marketers can earn from a couple of $100s a month up to a 6-figure monthly income or even more. And since you get paid on daily shopping, this means that this is an amazing residual income for you and future generations because it only stops if everybody stops shopping. So what are you waiting for? Register as a Lyconet marketer for free today and join our online Lyconet business info and learn the steps to success. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, for many of you, you've seen that multiple times. For some of you, this may have been your first time. And I realize it's the holidays, and there's not a lot of people with us, and a lot of people didn't even think we're going to have a meeting tonight because of the holidays. But for those that are here, you're going to love this test, and you're probably going to all get flying colors of grades on it. Let's see how we do. You watch the video. How many years has myWorld been in business? Now, if you want, you can type answers in the chat or just write it down on your own paper or both. And let's see how you do. How many years has the company been in business? All right. I'm sure everybody knows that. It's 20 years. Yes. I can tell by all the thumbs up. Everybody's doing really well. Let's do the next one. We're now operating in how many countries? Okay, 56. Good answer. And how many merchants do we have already in our program? Most of you know the answer to that. It is over 500,000 merchants. And of course, you all know the answer to this one. How many shoppers do we have already in the myWorld program taking advantage of cash back? The answer is over 17 million shoppers. All right, now, next one. You all know that we've been rated the #1 loyalty program in the United States in 2023, but who rated us that? Was this a respectable business? Is this someone we should be proud of? Is this someone people would know? Do you remember who that was? Yes, you do. It was Newsweek. Congratulations. They're the largest company in the US that does this kind of business recognition. Now, who does myWorld pay out money to once they have been paid by the merchant and taken out their overhead costs? Where does that money go at that point? You've all seen the cycle over and over again. You remember it goes to the shoppers and to Lyconet marketers. Next one, the myWorld app is free to blank, and free to blank. Any ideas on this? You all know that you have at the bottom or top of your screen, you should have an access, and it lets you see something at the bottom that says chat. And if you click on chat, it should open up a chat window, and all you have to do is type into it, and we can all see what you said. So if you want to take guesses on any of these, I'm assuming they're so easy that you don't even want to bother to type it in or think about it because you know, or they're hard. And I'm trying to get an idea for future classes. But the answer is the myWorld app is free to download, it is free to join, and it is free to use. And I think that's very important because I know others have expressed the same feelings I have. I get frustrated today when it's time to download an app because they all say free to download, but they don't tell you if there's going to be a cost afterwards or what you're getting yourself into. So I think it's kind of nice to be able to include this when we talk to people and say, hey, you want to enjoy it, you want to load this app. It's free to download, free to join, and free to use. It's nothing but good stuff. Amount of cash back and shopping points we are offered when we use the myWorld app is up to what percent can we make in cash back and shopping points? You probably all remember the answer to that is up to 25%. Now, this is kind of a trick question. Merchants get paid when their myWorld customers shop at other merchants, even around the world. All of this was in the video that we just had a chance to watch. Now, I want to give you some additional information that's not in the video that I sometimes add in my personal meetings that might be helpful when you're talking to merchants. Let me show you what I mean. It says, what percent of customers are more likely to buy from companies that offer a loyalty program? And the answer is 78% of customers are more likely to buy from companies with a loyalty program. The next one is, what percentage of higher spending per purchase do the customers make with a company offering a customer loyalty program? The answer is 17%. This data is gathered from the myWorld fact sheet. Now, the way I use that, oftentimes when I'm presenting to a business, is I'll point out, now we're really excited that we've been ranked the #1 customer loyalty program in the United States this year by Newsweek. And we know that statistics show that businesses who offer customer loyalty programs, their customers are likely to come back more often, spend more money than they do with businesses that do not. But in addition to that, we're the only business out there that provides an additional revenue stream for our merchants. So I'm just giving you little ideas as to this information, how it can be used, how it can be beneficial to showing people that we are different than any other customer loyalty program out there. We win in the categories you may be thinking, and we have categories you probably don't even know about. Let's continue our test. Is there training and integration required of a merchant once they join myWorld to implement the myWorld into their system? I know there used to be. Now the answer is no. You've all heard the stories that Matt and the early birds tell us about having to talk to people, had no idea what they were talking about, getting to managers, needing fax machines. Now the answer is no. Is there a charge to advertise the merchants to our over 17 million plus shoppers the minute they become a merchant with the myWorld program? Is there any cost they incur being advertised to 17 million shoppers? And the answer is no. That is provided for them for free. Well, if not, when is there a charge for our advertising them? You all know the answer to that. There's only a fee upon a seller transaction from a myWorld shopper. In other words, the only time there's a fee is when it works. All other advertising out there, as you know, people have to put it up, hope it works. If it doesn't, they lose money. But with myWorld, not true. They get advertised. We do it for them for free, no cost. If it doesn't work, still no cost. Where can they get that anywhere else? But the beauty of it is, why can we do it? Because it works. And that's the benefit for all. Now, what is the cost for a merchant to join the myWorld program? You all know what that is, correct? The cost is $749. Now, merchants, however, can join for free if they're referred through a Lyconet marketer with or utilizing what? How can a Lyconet marketer enroll a merchant for free? What do they have? They have a partnership code, sometimes referred to as a merchant code. Now, we're going to cover these things as we continue on. Last part of the test, how does the merchant manage their myWorld business? How much work, time, effort does it take? The answer is they were given a free partner app where they can log in and see what's happening all the time, but they don't have anything they really have to do. It's just there for their benefit to see what's happening, learn from, and also to get them excited so that they'll remind their people, maybe tell their employees to point to the information about signing up for the myWorld app, because they can see it's generating them more customers and making them additional revenue. We are the only company we know of who offers our merchants not only a customer loyalty program, but what else do we offer them? Well, we kind of talked about that, a new revenue stream. Now, when a merchant registers a customer into the myWorld program, they earn up to a certain percent commission on the money that that new shopper spends in all other myWorld merchants from then on. Do you remember what that amount is? Okay, they make up to 1% commission from then on. Remember, they talked about, if it's $1,000 a month, that's $10. But if they do 1,000 people, that's 10 grand a month. Now think about it. Think about a business today, one you drive down the road, go in and shop at, where you could help them do an additional 100 grand right to the bottom line in a year. What kind of impact would that have on that business? How much will they love you? How much will they thank you? So that's part of the free partner app that we can teach them and help them to see and recognize and increase their desire to tell other people to download the app and enjoy cashback. A merchant can even make money when a customer shops at a trick question, at a competitor. And that's kind of just fun to point out sometimes when you're talking with businesses that do have a lot of competition. Well, I hope that was a little enjoyable. We have a couple more tests coming in our meeting tonight, but my experience has been that if you know that information off the top of your head, you really shouldn't be ever concerned when you're talking to people. You've got pretty much the basics down. You've got all the important information there. As I mentioned, if you ask a question that's not in there, it's not hard to say, I'll get right back with you on that one. That's a great question. Or I've never been asked that question before, depending who it is and what it is and what kind of question it is. But I think it's kind of fun. I'd like to find out myself. It's interesting. However, pertaining to, how this really, that kind of thing. Let's talk for just a minute now about Shopping Point Packs with a different angle tonight, if you will. Now, why do we love Shopping Point Packs? Well, let's remind ourselves, because we can get shopping points. Now, when we have shopping points, there's two ways to convert them to cash. One is cashback deals, and you all know, all of us, as a myWorld shopper, we can convert our shopping points to cash using cashback deals. We use the example of the celebrity cruise, saving $90 on our cruise, freeing up money to enjoy other things or save our money. But as a Lyconet marketer, now let me stop again. When you're talking to someone about becoming a Lyconet marketer, and they love the myWorld app, or they're understanding, or they can see why, or when they hear there's 17 million shoppers already using the app, so they kind of get it that it must be successful, it must be pretty good. So you can point out, now all shoppers can convert their shopping points to cash using the cashback deals. But as we become a Lyconet marketer, our shoppers will convert our shopping points for us automatically as they shop. And how do you become a Lyconet marketer? Well, I'll give you a link and you can sign up for free, join for free, and get this benefit for free. So why would someone, I'm not saying this to them, so why would someone not want to become a Lyconet marketer if they're going to even be excited at all about the myWorld app? Because they're going to just get nothing but benefits and still share with everybody else the same benefits. So an example, as you all know, when all the shoppers that you've signed up directly in your organization, that means between you and the next Lyconet marketer, When they shop and they get cash back, every dollar cash back these shoppers receive will redeem one of your shopping points automatically for you. So if you have shopping points, they're going to be redeemed at the same time as you're making money. You're up to 1% marketing bonus, just like a merchant does when they sign up customers. But the difference is we're also getting a double benefit. We're now getting a 2-for-1, if you will. How exciting is that? So this is why I get excited about shopping point packs, because you want as many points as you can get. Imagine you've done all your shopping for the month and your buyers are still buying and you could have more points converted than you have. Hate to miss out on that. That's just money you lost. With shopping point packs, we never have to have that happen. So they get up to 90% discount. We all understand the basics. You're here tonight. You've probably all seen the 9-minute video, which talks about it. Recently, many of you have been to my Tuesday or Saturday in business information meetings, and we've really gotten into them and how they work. But let's look at it again a little bit differently tonight. Quick review. We know that we can purchase up to 3 shopping point packs per month. That would be a purchase price of $447, but we know we'd receive a minimum of 1,800 shopping points. We also know that if we have a good shopping community, that over time, them getting their cash back will convert those 1,800 shopping points to $1,800. So I like to think of it like we expended $447 and had that money returned to us with $1,800. That's sweet. How nice to continue to do that and ongoing. But remember the other benefits that come with shopping point packs. I've heard different conversation, read different conversation, how people perceive shopping point packs and the benefits and why they buy them. I'd like to touch on that lightly tonight and use some of the philosophy and wisdom that Matt shared with me when I first became a member. The reason we buy shopping point packs is for shopping points. But there are other benefits we receive that are tremendously rewarding that may make us really want to get those shopping point packs as well. Now, one of those, of course, is the opportunity that MSP points bring to us, the opportunity to become a shareholder of the company. Now, if I could take an example, in case there's anyone on the call tonight that doesn't understand how this works, when we purchase shopping point packs, an example, if we bought one shopping point pack for $149, we would receive 200 MSP Asia points. If we buy a 3-pack, we're going to receive 1,200 MSP Asia points. Now, the reason that becomes important is because MSP Asia that we're getting when we purchase these packs is getting us points that will, in a couple of years, convert into company shares of a portion of the world now segmented as myWorld Asia, which is primarily the Asian area of the world. Now, we know that last summer, the company portion that was designated as myWorld International started converting to shares, and that many of you on this call, and of course, many of the Lyconet marketers in our company that before I got here, they've now been converting their shares, their MSP International shares, to myWorld International, MSP International points to MSP shares, international shares. Now, the reason I bring that up is because the value when the company converts those to shares, the value of shares coming out, there's no promise or guarantee how much it's going to be, but we know that when myWorld International came out, they came out valued at $500 a share. We know they're now well over $600 a share today. And marketers have already received their shares from myWorld International. Now, if I could just take a little bit different conclusion here, I've shared this with many of you before multiple times, but I think part of the reason is because it has so many lessons with it. You know, some of you right now are new and you're starting and you've committed to the 3 shopping point packs per month so that you can get on track to get to the level that you wish to be as quickly as you can, hopefully level 8 in a year. And you're thinking about that and you're wanting the benefits to grow. And of course, when you first start, it's always a little scary and you can always be a little bit nervous and, you know, it's money and you've got all kinds of uses for money. But let me just give you an example, if I could, of the potential benefit of ongoing residual income. Many of you know Steve. If you don't, he's a real pleasure to meet. I hope you get to someday. a personal friend of mine for years, but he shared, and I'm allowed to share with you. These are his words. I was introduced to myWorld at the end of 2018, and I followed this basic program. That is the quick start, which we'll cover in detail again next week. We covered it in our Tuesday and Saturday meetings as well. He says, I grew to career level 5 before I found out that I had cancer, and then COVID hit. And by the way, the cancer he had was the kind where you're given only so much time to live. They weren't planning on him being able to ever be cured from that. He said, I stopped everything and focused 100% of my attention on my health. Thanks to myWorld, many of my team kept shopping and saving money, and my team kept slowly growing. So even though he was no longer able to fuel it, it continued to grow, which is huge. In June of 23, I was contacted by myWorld leadership, was told they were going to relaunch myWorld in the US in July, that we were going to name Matt Firk as myWorld US CEO. The next 2 slides show what I earned in June of 23 and the value of my shares. Now, 2 things there. One is that Matt Firk, Steve's knowledge of him and his relationship with him inspired him to know that Matt was taking over. He wanted to be back in and be a part of this even bit more than he already was. But before he jumped in, this is the income residual he was receiving without having done work quote for a number of years. As you see, in July, his income was $8,140 US. Now, I know many people would be delighted to have an extra or just a total of $8,000 a month coming in, especially if they weren't having to put long, hard hours of work into getting that money, residual income. But the part I wanted to zero in on right now is we're talking about MSP and MSP Asia. Well, Steve had been buying shopping point packs utilizing this program with MSP International. When it converted, he had enough MSP International shares or points to convert to 91 actual shares. Now, they came out at $500 a share. This is he shared with me just a few weeks later. They were now worth $590. That means that if you look at that, that's about $53,000 of value, or excuse me, of euros. It's now closer to by far $60,000. Now, the reason I bring that up is because that was an additional bonus. That was an additional benefit to working his plan and planning his future. How many of us would like to be able to have something like this growing for us? Now, half of these shares he can sell anytime he wants, half he's going to keep for ongoing career points, dividend benefits, if you will. An amazing, amazing program. So why do we buy shopping pack points or shopping point packs? We buy it for shopping points. But are we excited about the opportunity of what it can do for us with MSP shares? The answer is yes. Now, the reason I bring that up again is because we've just looked at what happened with myWorld International. The population base now that is myWorld Asia has about 4 billion more people in it than that is already up and running myWorld International. We have no idea what the shares are going to be valued when they come out or what they're going to grow to, but I, for one, don't want to miss out. So now if I could just give you a little test. Are you ready? How many MSP Asia points does it take to exchange into one myWorld Asia share that we will receive? How many points do we have to get one myWorld Asia share? The answer is 1,000. Next question, how many MSP Asia points do we get with a 3 shopping point pack purchase each month? I just covered that. You all remember 1,200. Do I need to continue on, or are you drawing your own conclusions? Each month, we're getting enough shares with a 3 shopping point pack, enough points to get 1 share or more. In a minute, we're going to talk about if we have active marketers with us, we get 2,400. Are you thinking some of the thoughts that I may be thinking? I'll tell you, start looking at that totally differently than you do if you're just thinking, wow, that's 447. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm have the potential of helping my future, my family's future immensely. So pretty exciting about MSP Asia. Now, additional career points with your career. As you know, we get additional career points. when we purchase shopping point packs that go right to the bottom line for us. Obviously, when you're like a career, we're paid by what career level we are and the career points we have. They're generated by shopping. So the more shoppers we sign up, the faster we grow, the faster, the better it's going to be. But you also can see that with the 3-point pack or a 3 shopping point pack, we get 225 career points. And with one, we get 75. And of course, please remember that any people, any marketers that you introduce to this program, that when they purchase shopping point packs, no matter how wide they are or how far down they are in our community, we get the same whatever they get. If they get 75 career points, we get 75 career points. If they get 225, we get them. So you can see why this is a phenomenal way to grow our business. So let's see. We also get with shopping point packs, we're able to register merchants for free. Well, how does that work? Well, as you know, if we want a merchant to join, it costs them $749. But you and I, as like a marketer, if we have a code, a partnership code, we could use it and they can join for free. And how many merchants do you know that you'd rather go in and talk to them about joining for free than telling them, by the way, it's a $749 fee? And how fast can we get them to sign up? I mean, obviously they're going to want to get in for $749 when they truly understand it. When it's free, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I've had people say, well, what have we got to lose? Of course, who wouldn't want to do this? So that being the case, it's kind of fun to be able to say, okay, if we get 2 shopping point packs, we get a myWorld partnership. If we get 3, we get 3. So in addition to the MSP Asia, we're going to get 3 shopping point packs. How fun is that? Oh, but then we find out if we now we want to build our careers as wide as we can, as deep as we can. We don't want to think about anything else, but let's just play for a second. What's the bare minimum to survive here, to get going? I mean, get started. 3 lines with an active marketer. Well, how hard is that? Pretty easy. Well, by just having 3 active lines, when we purchase the same things we purchase, a 2-point pack, we're now going to get 1,200 MSP Asia and 2 merchant codes or partnership codes. And a 3 shopping point pack, we're going to get 2,400 MSP Asia points, and we're going to get 6 merchant codes. Now, do the math with me. That's $4,476 of value for our merchants, instead of them having to pay $749 to thank you and I for providing them with a partnership code. Now let's see. Shopping point pack is $447. We get 1,800 to 3,600 shopping points back, which convert directly to $1 for each if we do it properly. Depending on if we have 3 active marketers, we're going to get career points, and we're going to get MSP Asia. And let's see, 2,400 MSP Asia, that'd be 2. You start to see where the excitement comes in, like I'd never thought of it before. Now, remember, one of the other advantages is that we can, by doing a shopping point pack monthly, it can be the other half of our requirement to have active marketers. So I hope this is helpful for you to look at it this way, get the opportunities it provides. I hope this has been an interesting point tonight. We'll do some of this a little bit differently, a little fun on our next meeting. Where can I get answers to questions I have now? I'll continue to have, like, MSP Asia, career points. What constitutes an active marketer? I went over that kind of fast tonight. How do I make money? How do I get paid? How do career points work? How do I build my business? The answer is, of course, as I saw Matt talking about just in a few minutes ago on the WhatsApp, it's lyconetsupport.com. It's just getting bigger and better all the time. Let me give you an example. You click on Lyconet, and it's going to open up. If you have questions on career points, how do they work? Simply click on career, click on check the status, and it'll show you exactly how to check your status right on your own website access as a Lyconet marketer into the company. So you can see exactly where you're at, what it is, how it works. You can find out how to collect career points as well. It's all there. Now, what about partner codes? We talked quickly about those tonight. We talked about the huge value they are. Well, there it is. What are partnership codes? How do I collect them? What are the benefits? Where to see the status of how many codes you have? It's all right there. Some people have gotten frustrated in the past because they get on the site and they can't figure it out, and it takes them too long. I've found if you'll just learn how to use this support app, it'll really save you time. Just jump on here, go to Lyconet, go what you're looking for, and watch. And you can read or watch a video. And all of a sudden it becomes easy when you get back on the website, jump right to it, and there it is. And now you got it from now on. Makes life a lot easier. MSP Asia, we talked about that tonight. What about it? What did we cover? Let's see. Where to find my points, how do I collect them, what to expect from them, timelines, et cetera, et cetera. LyconetSupport.com. The answer is when you want, 24 hours a day or on holidays, like we're in the time we're in right now. I just think many people think that the time between the 23rd and the 2nd are all one big holiday from what I'm seeing today. So congratulations for being here tonight. You get an A on that part of the test, no question. News and updates. You're all familiar. You've already put in your calendars March 8th, 9th, and 10th. We're going to Georgia. We're going to be on the Lanier Islands, and we're going to have a lot of fun. As you can see, the founder of myWorld and main owner of the company will be there with us. You're going to rub shoulders with an amazing individual, and a whole bunch more are coming with him. And of course, we'll have our leadership there helping as well. Get to meet you guys. I'm looking forward to meeting so many of you. I've seen your name many times. It's unfair because many of you come up to me when I do finally get to meet me, and you already know me because you've seen my face. I haven't had the privilege of being able to see your face, but I don't care if it's unfair. Come up and talk to me, say hi, and let me get to know you or know who you are and with your name as well. If you'll go to Lyconet support, all the information is there about signing up and what we get and the benefits we receive when we sign up to go to Lyconet Sensation. The cost is unbelievable for what we receive. Food, everything is included. It's an amazing, amazing program. Let's see, support. As you remember, LyconetSupport.com. You've written that down by now. You're gonna bookmark that in your browsers and access that and learn more about it. Make it real quick and easy to get answers to your questions. Remember, under videos and events, you can check anytime to see on in-person events. As you can see, we've got an event Lyconet Sensation coming up. We've got an event in Utah. We've got an event in LA already scheduled coming up. Tells you the date, time, information on those. Something you may be aware of, many of you have taken advantage of this. It's been a lot of fun for me. Sometimes it's been a real challenge for me and it made me work and learn, which is nothing but good. But you might want to take a look at this address right here, calendly.com private Lyconet training. You can just put that URL into your browser. It'll take you to a little place where you can schedule a meeting with me. They're half-hour segments. Company policy is you have 8 people or more to schedule. I'm still be a little lenient on that. I've actually worked with 1 or 2 people at a time when I do have the time available, and will work with you as best I can to help you answer questions, give you ideas, answers. If you've got a very, very important meeting with maybe a big merchant or something, to get on a meeting with you. At times, anything I can do to help, be happy to do, make presentations, whatever the case may be. So take a look at that as well. And then, of course, stay connected. I've talked about this a couple of times in our meeting tonight, the WhatsApp chat group. There's the link for that. If you don't have WhatsApp app, just download it right off of this place, right from the address right there. Then you can see there's the link. You can copy that right there and join a chat. And it's very, very helpful. It's where we get a lot of information, learn so much that we're doing. Please remember, take advantage of the Tuesday and Saturday trainings. They start at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. And this has now become a Lyconet business info, no longer just a business info. This is why we strongly request that you make sure the people you invite to watch this or come to this meeting, if at all possible, watch the 9-minute video. Now, if they can't or they don't, please have them come. We'd much rather have them come than not because they haven't watched the 9-minute video. It's just they'll get so much more out of the training. But we do cover the basics of that 9-minute video before we get into those things that they will need. So please, anyone who you feel would be looking into the program, especially if they're potentially a Lyconet marketer, do invite them to this meeting. We'd love to have them with us. Thank you so much for joining with us this evening.